Nation, nation, nation. It's Bulldog 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 Nation, nation. Look out for that bite. If you ain't talking Georgia, we don't need your dialogue. They gon' need a doctor when.
What is up, We Them Dog Podcast? This is your host, Tim, aka Fantastic. I don't know if I said this is your host. I don't know. I got tongue tied. Anyway, um, thank y'all, thank y'all for coming to the show today, man. Before we get started, make sure you hit that like button so this video can go out to the algorithm to people just like you, and it can help this channel grow. I know I'm tired a little bit, dude. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I've been fasting. And today we went to Golden Corral and I ate a lot and I took a nap and I've been watching the championships, the playoff game in the NFL. And bro, I'm tired. But we're here. I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and make a video because y'all like the content. I'm noticing people are watching, and I gotta keep it up, man. And we don't got my boy Dante on here today because honestly, I don't want to be on too long because I'm just tired. And I know we can get to talking. We can talk for like the show can last for like hours, or it can last almost an hour. So, uh, make sure y'all also hit that like button. Hit that like button. I said it already, but hit that like button. Subscribe if you are a Georgia Bulldog fan, or you're a college football fan, or you just a football fan in general, and you just love watching football content. This is the place to be. I appreciate everyone who have subscribed to this channel. They have really, y'all just don't know. Y'all really helped this channel grow. We are starting to make an uptick in the algorithm, so let's just keep it going. Y'all are the goats. I dropped that in the community notes today. So let's just take it to the live scene because we're going to talk about some stuff, a little bit of different stuff. So, like I said, I've been watching some NFL. I'm not a huge NFL fan until I get to the playoff. I'm going to be real. I'm not. I really stopped being an NFL fan after the Falcons lost the Super Bowl. And the next year, they just ain't been the same since. And I end up, seeing Georgia Bulldog players like getting drafted from the Eagles. So I like, I'm gonna start rooting for the Eagles, and the Eagles, So it's just like it's whatever. But I was looking forward to seeing who the Falcons get for their head coaching position. And look, Georgia fans, we should be just happy that our organization, Georgia Bulldogs, is not in this situation that the Falcons are in. And yeah, I know we got some Mike Bobo haters out there. We even got some Kirby Smart haters out there, which I found out. I was like, wow. I don't know, y'all trolling on the X platform or what, but I see people like fire Kirby Smart. Like that's crazy. But we ain't this stupid thing right here. God, this thing's stupid. We're not in that type of situation. We're not. And so I'm I'm happy. But the Falcons, they went and out of all the head coaches, they go hire Kevin Stefanski, or however you say his last name. They hired this guy. What is wrong with the Atlanta Falcons? You know, there was this thing where they hired Matt Ryan as the executive president, executive whatever. They hired him, and I was like seeing everybody excited about that, and we're like, okay, the Falcons are really working to make a change. They fired the GM, I think, or whoever that was. Yeah, like in the NFL, they got all kind of stuff. So I don't know all about that, but they fired fun whatever his name. They fired him. And we was like, yo, all right, the Falcons ready to make some move. We was thinking, you know what? They gonna probably hire John Harbaugh, or they're gonna hire QB. No, they didn't hire them. They just let him go. Just let him go, and went and hired this guy. And I'm like, bro, out of all the coaches, y'all hire him. It just, and the people that they was like interviewing, like it was crazy at first. It was like, okay, the Falcons, they try to they interviewing John Harbaugh, they interviewing Clint Kubiak, whatever his name is. Okay, the Falcons really out there trying to get a good coach. And then next thing you know, you started seeing them like interview other coaches, and I'm like, why are you interviewing this coach? Wait, Kevin Stefanski, why are you interviewing him? Antonio Pierce, why are you interviewing him? This guy from, I don't know, this other coach. I'm like, bro, what are y'all doing? I'm like, all right, you know what? They just looking for their coach. I was like, I'm gonna just calm down. They just trying to find their coach, right? That's all. They just interviewing everybody. All right, cool. Go interview everybody. But the hiring him, I'm not happy. I'm not happy. A lot of Atlanta Falcons fans are not happy. This guy is known. Some people say he's racist. I don't know. Some people saying, hey, on the flip side, some people say, hey, he might just try to bring Shadur over there to Atlanta. If he do that, hey, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. He do that. If he do that, everybody's thoughts may change. Now, if you're a Georgia Bulldog fan, your thoughts may be different because a lot of Georgia Bulldog fans don't like Colorado for some reason. They don't like Deion Sanders for some reason. They don't like Shadur Sanders for some reason. So you're gonna see it split, and I ain't gonna get all into that, but I know how that's gonna look. Um, but yeah, this was a very questionable hire. I don't know why they hired him. I really don't. It just it's it's like, bro, are y'all trying to win or are y'all just trying to taint the season again? Well, y'all didn't even taint the season. The coach that y'all fired won like 4 of the last games. They got a really stacked roster, and you want to hire Kevin Stefanski? You had John Harbaugh sitting on the side like the relish that come with the wings, like that boy said, the LSU fan said. If he want 5 point or 50 or whatever million they hire, how much they give coaches in NFL, get it to them. But they didn't. They went and hired this guy, and I don't know, I don't even know how much they hired him for. I forgot. I think it was like 28 million. I don't know. Maybe they try to save money. I don't know, because John Harbaugh is expensive. I know Kubiak probably gonna be expensive, so they hired this guy. Yeah, very questionable. Very questionable. It bothers me a lot. It really do. So we'll see. We will see. Um, we ain't really got too much like Georgia. Uh, he said that's what PTO for. Speaking of this, yeah, we don't have too much Georgia news, but we're gonna touch bases on some stuff. One of the players y'all see in the corner right down here, we're gonna talk about him, Bryson Beaver. Um, yeah, this guy said that's what PTO for. The reason why he said that is because, well, the national championship is on a Monday, and I was like, man, I wish it was. We were talking about the snow, and I was like, he was like, he don't want it to snow. That way, he said, Steve said, and I was like, man, I want it to snow because I want it to be off. I want it to be off on Tuesday for a national championship. And he was like, that's what PTO is for. validity, no. I tried to get PTO. Everybody had already taken off, so I can't get it. So that's why I wanted the snow. And it snowed in the south part of Georgia, which is weird because that's like the hottest part of Georgia. Like out of all the part of Georgia, it snows in the hottest part. That's very weird. I live in the close to Atlanta area, so I was just kind of confused why it didn't snow here, but it snowed in South Georgia. Georgia weather is so weird. So let me send him this response right quick. No, I can't because of manpower. Oh man. So that's another reason why I need y'all to continue to support this channel, man. Hopefully I don't have to do this for the rest of my life, bro. Like working at at working working um oh wow. It's tied. Oh. Working, yeah, working at a job where I gotta clock in, where if I could get enough subscribers on this channel, where I would be making content literally every day, working my butt off and bringing y'all some heat. It'd be awesome if y'all gonna make that happen for me, cause then I don't have to worry about waking up 3 o'clock in the morning and getting to work at 6 a.m. to go clock in and work 10 hours and be so tired that when I get home that I just struggle to even make content. I ain't gotta worry about that. I could be at home and I can, make content at home and go travel and go, talk to recruits and talk to players and get more insight and intel about Georgia football, and we can really have a amazing time on this channel and me bringing people on and there's just so many things I want to do on this channel, and I'm limited right now with the time that I have. Me being a father, a husband, a worker, all of that. So yeah. That's my rant of the day. But wow, it's 17-17. That's crazy. Um, Speaking of that, let me give y'all a little sauce. That's what I was gonna talk about. Let me give y'all a little sauce with the prize pick. So with the prize pick, if y'all don't know prize pick, if you ain't never heard of it, which I'm pretty sure like 90% of y'all probably heard this of, maybe all of y'all. Prize pick is actually an app where you can go on and pick players, gamble on them, make a bet on their their stats. Do you think they're going to throw for 200 yards more or less? Do you think um the running back going to do 68 yards more or less? You could do the first half, the second half, the first quarter, all the way down to the fourth quarter. You can bet on team, bet on players, put in uh, a a certain amount. You could do a minimum of two, and that'd be a power pick, or you could do a flex pick with more than I think four or more, and it'd be a flex pick, right? And you can pick like all these different players. They don't have to be all on the same team. They won't let you do that anyway. But you could pick like for instance Freddie Mendoza. You want him to throw for over 200 yards. You think he's gonna throw for over 200 yards? You could pick that. It'll have a number up there, and it'll ask you like, do you think he's gonna throw for over 218 yards more or less? And then say it'll be you could do an NFL player. So you do a Freddie Mendoza, Caleb Williams, You could do a running back, Mark Fletcher, uh, defensive. You could just do any player for that week, and you can make your pick. You could pick the same, a games on that same day. You could pick one game, long it be various different players. And what I found out was like when I first did it, like I was hitting, I was, I'll put in like $5 and try to win like 60, and I'll hit for like 20, or I'll put in like there's been time I put in 10, and there's a chance it hit for $300. I don't hit nothing. Or there'll be times I put in like 5, and if for a play to win like $250, and I only get $2 back because only like 4 of my players hit out of the 6. um but here's the sauce, y'all. So I'm give y'all the sauce. What I found out that I think I found out how to do this thing. Um, so when you have Prize Pick, you can actually go follow people. Like you can hit feed, and you can find people and like start following people who got like a lot of followers. And there are even some top notch people. So if you see people like with 20,000 followers, those are the ones you want to follow, right? I ain't gonna lie, I just started hitting follow on all of them. And a lot of those guys that have that many followers, they have won a significant amount of money. I'm talking about $80,000 total in bet, over $200,000 totals in bet. And these are big time spenders. These are people who've been betting. These are the people who know what they're doing. And so, what I did, I found someone, and you could copy their lineup. And I copied his lineup, and it was a $5 bet, and I won $130. I was like, yo, that's the sauce. And I remember I did it one time again for like, it was like a lower tier person. I think they had like maybe 8,000 followers or something like that. And I hit. Don't pick gaming stuff. Esport, that's a very tricky one. Don't pick that. But like football, and mine was the one that I hit on was a basketball one. So I thought it was pretty cool. Um, and speaking of basketball, Georgia basketball actually won against Arkansas. Wow. Like, it's crazy when Kyrell or whatever, I don't think he fouled out. It's crazy when like he don't, we win. So Georgia most definitely got to find him another big man for next year because obviously he's a game changer. So Georgia gonna have to do that. So let's get into the talks about this guy Beaver, Bryson Beaver. Um, let's see. He said they get calls out every. Oh man, that sucks. Uh, oh, Jordan Seaton getting a look at Tiger Stadium under the lights. It's crazy. His cousin Ashley just committed to Colorado. Interesting. Um, let's see, let's see. We're gonna talk about some stuff. Right here. So I know a lot of people was wondering, like, why did Georgia go get a quarterback? Why did his quarterback go commit to Georgia? It was a big question mark for us. Had us all wondering. A lot of people like, man, is Gunner gonna enter the draft? No, I don't think it's Gunner entering the draft. I think it's simple fact that Jared Curtis did not commit. We didn't have a commit this year, so we had to go pull someone, and Bryson Beaver was right there, and he was ranked as the number 11 quarterback in the 2026 Rival 300. He 6'3", 200 pounds. So he was a short-term signing. So this is a 2026 quarterback. So he will be on the team coming up. The whole time I thought it was like a transfer, like there was someone who already at Oregon, but no, he signed with Oregon and got released, and then now he's at Georgia. So he basically it's in place for Jared Curtis. He's Jared Curtis replacement. Looking at his film, cause I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I was like, who is Bryson Beaver? Like, who is that? I seen his name before, and if I'm mistaken, I think Georgia was looking at him at one point. This guy's good. He's good. He got an awesome arm. He got mobility. He remind me a lot of Puglisi, like a taller Puglisi. How tall is Puglisi? Let's see. Cause I don't know how tall he is. I forgot how tall Ryan Puglisi is. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. He's 6'3", 210 pounds. So literally, he looked just like Ryan Puglisi, in my opinion. So that's the type of quarterback we got. By me looking at his film and stuff, he remind me a lot of Ryan Puglisi. Um, and so yeah, we got another quarterback. We have Ryan Puglisi. After gonna start, it'd be Ryan. It's Ryan Puglisi, Ryan Montgomery, Heizeka Milner, and then you got Bryson Beaver. So we got four quarterbacks that are all like pretty solid. Do I expect one of them to like hit the portal next year? I think so. It may be either Ryan. It could be Ryan Puglisi. I doubt it. It'd be Ryan Puglisi. Because we don't even know who's gonna be the starting quarterback after Gunner leave. But it could be Ryan Montgomery, um, or Hezekiah Milner. I think we should most definitely give all the guys fair look at the quarterback position, which I'm pretty sure Kirby is going to do that, right? And so the thing is for me is I just want to make sure. I just hope that we have a quarterback that can see down the field, that can throw down the field. Um, I know a lot of people are like kind of on Gunner Stockton, but about his throwing, his vertical passing ability. I get that. Him being able to his progression, like I think he can get the ball there. He really can, but he just don't do it. I think the main problem with Gunner is Gunner. He's just like he's not. I don't think he's comfortable yet throwing vertical. And so we're gonna have to work on getting this guy comfortable with throwing the ball vertical. You're gonna have to, based off the type of players you got at wide receiver this year, this season coming up, you're gonna have to throw down the field vertical. It's them screen passes, yeah. It'll be there, but you ain't got Branch catching the ball anymore. So you got um I know everybody was talking about Sokovia White, yeah. I think he's a good guy, good fit for screen passes in that position, but he's no Zachariah Branch. So this is all the players that I've seen are vertical type wide receiver. Talon Taylor, C.J. Wiley, Dandridge, um, Landon Humphrey is gonna be coming back. The Roland kid. Um, you got awesome tight ends, bro. It's time to really, it's time to make things happen vertically. And I'm not saying throw deep all the time, throw a bunch of vertical passes all the time. It's there. Like the crazy part is it's there. And the reason, like I wanted to point this out because, um, my buddy, he he uh he pointed this out as well. Some of y'all know this guy, some of y'all don't like him. Because of the past, I ain't gonna lie, I was in that spot where I didn't like him, but hey, he had become a humble guy, and honestly, I love his 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 takes. Uh, so it was a tweet. that I seen, and I was like, yo, facts. Uh, let's see. Where is this tweet? Um, okay, it got to be coming up. Yeah, it's about to come up. Trying to find it. I don't think he took it down. I can't have, couldn't have taken it down, right? All right, bro, this was a solid tweet, right on the mark. I thought I liked it, but I didn't. I thought I reposted, but I didn't. He said there's a large number of fans upset about Georgia's lack of pushing the ball downfield in 2025. UJ number two most popular play call on offense was a variation of the flood concept. This concept is meant to push the ball down the field. The quarterback has to read it and rip it. Facts. Facts. Those are all facts. That was the issue. And I was thinking, I was like, a lot of times, a lot of folks will like want to put it on Mike Bobo, like, oh, he throwing all these screens. Well, he was throwing the screen to set up a lot of, vertical pass, you know, the flood concept and all that. Like he he did, he had it had it drawn up. There's a lot of time I've seen quarter or like wide receivers wide open. There's a lot of time I've seen the tight end wide open, bro. Delp supposed to have an easy 500-yard season this past season. I seen him open a lot of time. Um, bro, I even seen Branch open quite a bit, like deep vertically. There's a lot of vertical like players that was like vertical or even coming off a deep crossing route or whatever that was like wide open, and Gunner two things: he either check it down or he run. There was literally a play where I don't know, somebody showed it. I forgot who it was, but Gunner right here, and you can see like it looked like it looked like I think either Oscar Delp was doing like a crossing route or like a corner route. I don't know where it was, but he was right in front of his face, and there's like a linebacker like right here. I'm Gunner. There's a linebacker right here, and then there's Oscar Delp like right back here on this side. All Gunner had to do just pop it to him wide open. That was an easy boy. That was an easy like 30-yard gain right there. So it's Gunner. At the end of the day, bro, like it's a lot of different things, but most of the time it's Gunner. When you look back at some plays, there's a lot of guys that are open, and he either check it down or he run it, and he got to be able to be willing to stay in the pocket and make throws. So that's what we are. That's the main thing I'm going to be looking for in this Georgia football team on offense this coming season is him staying in the pocket, reading through his progression, and seeing someone open. Like you don't have to run. You don't have to run it a lot. You really don't. And if you want to, and it's gonna really help us, then do it. By all means, do it. If no one open, then run it, bro. Well, you don't run the ball if you see somebody right there in front of your face, wide open. Like trust yourself, throw the ball, get it to the wide receiver, and this also will protect you, and you'll be able to be, more. You'll be healthy throughout the season. Cause bro, we can't be. I know he's tough and all, but we can't be having you taking hits like this all the time. Like you just can't. You can't do that. You're gonna end up getting your cap pulled back blue. I'm just saying. So that's my problem with Gunnar Stockton. Said it on the show multiple times, and I'm saying it again. Stay in the pocket. Work through your progressions. Find an open wide receiver. No one open. Check it down or tuck it. And when you run that ball, bro, don't be hesitant. Just take off. Take off. Find a hole and take off. Ain't no tiptoeing run, like take off, bro. You're fast enough to do that. That's my only issue with Gunnar Stockton. But hey, first year starter, so I can't be too hard on him, right? Cause there's players do make progression throughout each season. Um, but yeah, other than that, man, those are the things I want to cover for these 30 minutes. The video I hit 30 minutes. Like I said, it's kind of dead season now. Transfer portals closed. It ain't much to look there after that. I guess you could say we can look for this guy right here, but I don't know if you're gonna. A lot of folks saying Georgia is a team that really gonna be looking at him, but I don't know if he's gonna commit to Georgia. He's entering the transfer portal, so that's Caden Lee. If anything, he may go to LSU, but it'd be pretty cool if we got him another one. But I think we got enough wide receiver. I think we got our wide receivers. I'm not really tripping about that. So yeah, make sure y'all like that video. Subscribe if you enjoy the content. Other than that, go Dogs.